Hey everyone, Candy is connecting with her Italian roots in Italy right now, so we have a special listener Q&A episode for this week where Candice and I answer our own questions because I didn't plan ahead enough to ask for real listener questions. Let us know what questions you actually have for us and we'll answer those on the next Q&A episode.
So I'm feeling a little crummy. And so I tried to text Andrew and I said, will you bring me, do you know what Pedialyte is?
Oh yeah.
So they make this thing called Pedia Pops, just like it sounds like.
Okay.
And I said, well, and I tried to text, will you bring me back Pedia Pops? But then it corrected to pedophiles. And I was like, no, don't bring me any pedophiles.
Gotta return them.
Oh, God. They'll see me and they'll be like, wait a minute. She's old.
Take us back.
Take us back. This isn't what we thought.
Ew.
Ew, gross. Yeah. But anyway, so I was hoping Andrew would bring me some Pedialyte Pops.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Anything crazy happen in your break?
So many things. It's been wild. No, I kind of just, let's see. I had a normal break, but I did before our last episode. I texted Jordan and Sam all secret like, so you wouldn't know what our next episode is about, aka this episode. And I texted them, Candy and I are doing a listener Q&A, but we need listener Q's so we can send us some questions. And they haven't responded. So,
well, duh. You need to message them like 5 days in advance if you want a response. And you have to like double ping them 7 times.
I know. Yeah. So no listener cues from them, but I think we can make up our own cues. For the reference or for context, we have not told anyone we're doing a Q&A. We have not tried to solicit any questions until this very moment. But
we haven't, but we are confident that we wouldn't get any anyway.
That's probably true.
Maybe our dear friend Anna or Megan or Margaret, they would probably send us a question.
All of our top ones. Our UK listener, where's he at?
Yeah. Where are they at?
I don't know. I've checked the email. No emails.
Man. Dang. Bookalytics is popping off.
Are we ready for Bookalytics?
Yeah, it's doing amazing.
Oh, you meant in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. I was saying
we had
slowing down a little bit, but it still is definitely growing.
I mean, it is, but I think like what's exciting is because our Housemaid Part 1 has how many listens? 400 and change.
Yeah, it's almost at 500, I think. 461.
Yeah, 461, which is really good. But we were noticing that I'm going to use fancy words, the conversion into subsequent episodes was very low. So you had a lot of people like popping in and listening and then not listening to other ones. And I was like, well, it is what it is. But now we're seeing you had 460 listen to Part 1. And then we see, okay, we have 78 who've listened to Part 2 now.
It's growing.
And so like you're seeing them kind of trickle through. So I'm imagining some of these listeners listen to the first one and maybe they don't listen to 10 podcasts in a day like I do. And they listen to one at a time over a long period. So they're just working their way through.
I think that's it. So yeah that is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. It's growing.
Yeah, which is great because that means, and we have a lot more followers. Before we started Housemaid, we had 18 followers.
Yeah.
We have 60, well, 59. We have 59 now.
Whoa, that's substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I haven't checked our ratings in a second.
Oh, we did get one more Spotify rating, 5 stars.
Wow.
So we are on lucky number 13.
Oh, no, you're right.
I know. If you guys want us to shout you out when you rate us, you rate, and then there's like a little thing and you can put, what did you think about this episode? And then you can write what you think about the episode and then we'll say it.
Would you want a shout out if you were listening to a podcast?
Yes.
Really? I feel like I would want the opposite.
You wouldn't want a shout out? Really?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, then just rate, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, oh no, now all my personal stuff is out there. But I guess we're the ones on a podcast, so I guess that ship has sailed.
You would just say, "Hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm Chrissy from Texas. Love the pod." And that's all we would say. I mean, we'd only say what you put on there.
Well, I know, but I don't know.
Are you putting like your social and like your credit card information in these things? What are you doing?
But then everyone knows Chrissy from Texas. Listen.
Oh my God.
In.
Oh my God. Maybe we have a very unique name, perhaps. But even then, just make up a name.
But then why even put it on there?
Because then you'll know I said something and then these people read it and they saw it and it made them happy. And now they're letting me know. It's cool.
I guess that's true. Yeah, make us happy.
Well, I've written into podcasts before and then they'll read my listener email or my story or whatever. And it's always really fun. I really enjoy that.
Oh, okay. Well, great. We can add that segment. So send us stories and we'll read them.
Yeah, whatever you want. Even if it's bad things about us, like the celebrities read mean tweets, we'll do that. Why not?
Yeah, I'd read that. To make it a drinking game or something. I feel like you need something extra.
Yeah.
But as it is, we only have stellar reviews on all accounts.
Yep. 5 out of 5.
Everywhere.
Which is great.
The other exciting thing is the percentage of our listeners from the US has dropped well below 90. That 86% of our total listeners, which is crazy.
Yes, baby. We are.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
International.
Yeah.
Yeah. UK, Canada, and Australia. Really taking it up. Yep. India's pretty close too.
Slovakia. You're still in the top 10, but you need to get a friend because people in England, they have friends who are listening with them. So Slovakia, if you're hearing this, you need to refer us to someone right away.
Gotta stay in
your status is falling quickly.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Dance Moms?
Oh, I've seen like an episode or two.
You know, like they do the dance pyramid.
No.
This is like so toxic, but at the beginning of each rehearsal, she'd have a pyramid and she'd go one by one, who's on the bottom of the pyramid, who's on the top, and then who's number one. And then the number one person like got an extra solo that week or something.
Jesus.
Isn't that awful?
That is horrible. Yeah. But that's the only way you get on TV.
It's true. Yeah. Abby Lee Miller really put it all on the line. She went to jail. I forget why.
For child harassment?
I mean,
probably for fraud.
I think it was something financial.
I feel like that's what always gets people. And she's out of jail now, but she was in there for a couple of years.
Wow. Bummer.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. Whoa, no way. This is what she looks like.
That's what she looks like with a Facetune and.
Yeah. Okay, she looks really different. I gotta say. Did you ever follow Maddie Ziegler? You know who she is?
Yeah, a little bit. She was in the Sia music video. That's how I know her from.
Yeah, so she started on Dance Moms and then she got with Sia. Mm-hmm. Did you ever see that Jimmy Kimmel dance? He like did Chandelier. Like what? Oh, no. Like what Maddie Ziegler did. And he's like in this nude leotard, like jumping around the bed.
Oh my God. Bedroom. I do think I remember that.
I can't find any good pictures. But anyways, fun sidetracks. Maybe Maddie Ziegler is listening to our podcast. We had California.
I hope so.
Here. I bet she is.
We have someone in LA.
Oh, it's probably Maddie Ziegler.
I think so.
We have a few people in LA.
Yeah.
The whole dance team.
I know. All right. Well, let's get into these questions.
Okay.
I made up a few questions too.
Oh, good. Okay. I think we should go. You ask one, I ask one kind of thing.
Okay. All right, let's guess before we start. How many
Wait.
questions do you think we wrote that are the same?
I
Oh,
don't think very many. At most, I'd say one.
okay. I wrote 13
Lucky number
questions.
13.
Yep. How many did you write?
Well, okay. Let's see. How many do I currently have? I think I have like 25 or something. I put a lot of
Oh,
questions
wow.
in here, but I didn't think we'd get through all of them. I just wrote down any question I thought of.
Okay.
So,
I think you have at least 4 of my questions.
really? No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
All right, we'll start. Pick a question and we'll see if it's on mine.
Okay, are we doing our intro? Should we explain to
Oh,
people what
yeah.
we're doing?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, well, this is Bookalicious, a podcast where we normally talk about books. I'm Chrissy,
And I'm Candice.
and today we're switching it up and we're doing a listener Q&A. But since we're the biggest, most dedicated listeners, we asked ourselves all the Q's, and we're going to do the A's. So
Yes.
it all came from us.
Is Lent over? Can you listen again?
Yeah, Lent is over. I'm back on podcasts. So I can go back to my number 2 spot of listener. But I got a ways to go. People have been passing me up.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
But Candy's always number 1.
I am always number 1. All right, go for it, girly girl.
Okie dokie. First question, book related. What character have you related to most from the books that we've read? So we've read Elantris, we've read Lessons in Chemistry, Chronicles of Narnia, Paper Menagerie, House in the Cerulean Sea. Am I missing any? Oh, Unfortunate Events.
I feel like maybe Raoden from Elantris. I feel that entrepreneurial spirit. I see maybe Edmund from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I see that devious side of me.
No Susan?
You don't really know a lot about Susan. A little bit of Susan for like the caretaking.
And she's very reasonable. She said we should go home.
Yeah. And a little bit of Linus from Cerulean Sea based on his pragmatism.
Of like just getting the job done.
Yeah, and just like wanting to do a really good job and follow things to the letter, which a lot of times I try to do unless it's too cumbersome.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say like if someone asks me to do something and I feel like there's a faster, better way to do it while still maintaining a certain level of integrity or accuracy to the task, then I'll invest the time to do that.
Yeah.
But the wanting to do a good job part, because I don't think Linus even thinks about how he can make his job more efficient.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm living on this island for 4 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, what about you?
Not zooming. Okay. So I think Lucy was from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe character that came up.
I thought you were gonna say Cerulean Sea. Almost died.
It'd be hilarious. No, from I guess I need to clarify from Chronicles of Narnia, just very like trusting and maybe naive, but very trusting.
Yeah.
And then as much as I don't like to say it, I do see some Elizabeth Zott in me. Doing the science, likes to cook. She's like oddly intense in her workouts. And I was running a marathon and I was like, I'm like Elizabeth Zott. Even though I didn't like reading about her, but sometimes that happens.
Sometimes when you read about someone who's too similar to you and they bring up some qualities that you don't like about yourself, it makes you have this intense disdain for them. Like in a show or a book where you're like, I hate that person. And then when you think about it, you're like, it's because that is me. That is a side of me. And maybe I don't like some of those aspects and they're being like displayed to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if me and Elizabeth Zott are actually very similar in our personality. I wouldn't say we are. She's very punchy, very dry, very like to the point.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm not those things, but we
Yeah.
do have some overlapping characteristics. So
You have some overlapping interests.
overlapping interests. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Because
that would be
characteristics would be like who you are, and interests are what you like,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. And then no one else immediately came to mind. You think I missed anybody?
Hmm. I'm sure if I really thought about it, I could dig one up, but I think you got them.
Yeah, I think you did too. All right, your turn.
Okay. When and how did you learn how to read?
Oh, um, I learned when I was really young. So we were all homeschooled, and I remember mom teaching me the like phonics with the long A and the short A and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so she was really great about teaching us how to read. But I also remember that you and I shared a room and you would always read to me at night. And I feel like that's what really helped me learn how to read. And you made
Oh,
me
really?
read. Yeah. Well, no, what really made me learn how to read is because I would always want to play with Candy or be like, hey, let's do this. And she was like, no. Because she was 6 years old and she wanted to do her own thing, which is reasonable. And she's like, have you read yet? And I was like, no, but I was supposed to for my school. And so she's like, you need to go read for 30 minutes. I was like, so he always made me read, even though I didn't want to, but it ended up being really good for me. And I learned how to read.
Well, there you
So
go.
yeah. So
I
I
feel
feel
like we
like
used to
you,
read a lot. Like both of us used to read a lot.
yeah. Yeah. We both did. Sometimes we'd share a book. That was difficult. Sometimes. Do you remember sharing like Winnie the Pooh?
No.
I remember that. I was in like second or third grade or something. I don't know. I think we had rented it from the library and we both wanted to read it. So we would like take turns reading it. But I mean, it's kind of a bummer because what if you both want to read it, you know? But I mean, it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, that's
It's
when we
kind
should
of
have read
cute.
it aloud.
Oh yeah, we should have. No. You read what's Among the Hidden? I remember we reading that book to me. Yeah, that one's
Oh,
spooky.
yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
I was like, I'm gonna read to you, but only nightmare books. That's my Edmund.
All right, so how did you learn how to read?
Um, I learned, I think I was like 5, and same thing with mom teaching us. She was really good about that. But I just remember Sam and Jordan. Well, I don't know if Jordan learned how to read. I think I learned before him. But Sam learned how to read, and I really looked up to him. And I wanted to do what they were doing. And they were reading all these books. So I was so excited when I was able to learn how to read.
Yeah.
And dad would take one of us on his delivery route when he used to do that.
Yeah.
And I would go and you'd be gone all day. And so you would just bring this book and you would just sit there and you'd read the book for 8 hours.
Yeah. I know. I always say from homeschooling, like the best thing we did was just read books. I feel like
Constantly.
that's really all you need. Not all
Uh,
you need, but that especially for like my years, like first, second, third grade, I was doing pretty good by just reading.
yeah, the problem is if you aren't, in the case that you're not a strong reader, then you can do
Yeah.
no self-service of teaching yourself anything
Yeah. Yeah.
because you can't even read the instructions. So it's like
Right.
it's so fundamental to every subsequent area of school.
Yeah.
So the cost of being a bad reader is very high, even if you're given information on other subjects. But if you can't read, those things almost don't even matter.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that you could just be a really great reader and be a well rounded, fully educated person. But it
Well,
is, I would say, one of the most important.
requisite. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's like what Klaus said in Lemony Snicket. You can learn anything with a book, or you can learn anything
Well,
if you can read.
that's true.
I think there's a lot of truth in that. I don't know.
Okay.
All right,
Next question.
What book had the most impact on you as a child?
I feel like probably the book Fairest by Gail Carson Levine. And like thinking back is actually kind of a bad book. And if I read it today, I'd probably be like, this is not well written at all.
We need to reread it.
It's,
I
I
haven't.
don't know. I'm sure it's very cringe. But basically, the premise of the book is she does like a spin on fairy tales. So she did Ella Enchanted, which became a movie, very, very popular. This one was a spin on Snow White, who was the fairest and most beautiful. But the spin on her is that she was actually very ugly to look at. And she just grew up her whole life being like, I'm really big and hulking and ugly and nobody likes me and this and that. And then she has an opportunity to become beautiful. Also, spoiler alerts. I don't know that anybody cares about that, but it is a spoiler. I'm a spoiler. And she has an opportunity to become really beautiful. And it's like, while it does make her life easier in a lot of ways, she was like, I actually preferred my life before. And I think I resonated with that because I was like kind of tall and large as a kid. You know, I struggled with my weight and I didn't feel very pretty ever. So reading that book for me, it was really helpful to kind of see someone else kind of struggle with similar things and walk through that.
Yeah. That's so interesting because I was also thinking Fairest for a lot of the same reasons, where she was also like really pale and
What?
pasty. And I was like, I'm really pale and pasty. I think especially when I was younger too, I was like, I resonated with that same thing of like, oh, she doesn't feel beautiful. It's like, I don't feel beautiful all the time or
Oh,
all the time.
Chrissy.
I mean, we kind of had like similar things. And so,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Oh, that makes
but
me sad because we used to tease you about being pale all the time.
I don't know if that, I don't think, I mean, I don't remember it like bothering me a ton, but I guess I still have this idea of, yeah,
You didn't
of
just make
reading
it up.
the book. Yeah, I guess so. But you know what? I've embraced it. I'm pale.
And girly girl, I'm pale too. I'm like, I'm trying to stay young and beautiful. No wrinkles, no skin cancer, not for me.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a fast one. Would you consider yourself a fast or a slow reader?
Ooh. I mean, it's so relative, you know? I feel like I feel like
If you lined everyone up on a
yeah.
bell curve.
Okay, if it was everyone, I'm on the faster end. But like everyone in the whole world. But
Yeah.
if it's like I feel like
Out
some
of
of
your
my friends
friends.
from college and like I feel like I'm slower, you know?
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat. I think on a scale of 1 to 10 with everyone in the world, I'm probably like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
7, maybe an 8. With a select group of people who I would consider also good readers, I'm probably like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm around there too. Do
Yeah.
you feel like you could read faster, but you just choose to read slower? Or you're like, this is like you like kind of enjoy it. So you're like, I'm just gonna take my time.
I don't retain information very well if I'm like speed reading. I know some people do that.
Yeah.
My memory is just not great as it is. So if I'm cramming the information in very quickly,
Yeah.
it just stresses me out. It makes me feel like I'm studying for a test or something.
Yeah.
Like, why am I reading so fast?
Yeah. Because we have a Bookalicious podcast in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
attention.
And I've done that before. And then you asked me to do a chapter. I'm like, I just read it. And you're like, well, what happened? I'm like, no idea.
Couldn't tell you. Yeah. All right. Next question. Um, ooh, I'm between two. I think I'll choose this one. They also don't all have to be book related. So I don't know what other questions you have going on. But who would you want as a friend from the books we've read?
Let's see. So out of Elantris, I think Galadin would be a really fun friend, a really good, loyal friend to have. What was the next one? Lessons in chemistry. Harriet seemed like a really great friend. High
Would you actually want
quality.
Harriet as a Yeah, Harriet was good. Yeah.
Harriet was a really good friend. She just seemed very like uplifting and like helpful and nice and supportive. What was the next one? Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I wouldn't want any of those little kids as my friends.
What about Aslan? I have a lion as a friend. Or Mr. Tumnus. Or the professor.
No. Mr. Thomas is dumb. Like no. Professor, he was like cool, but I feel like he would just monologue at me. So no. Aslan, too flighty. Not reliable. He's not where he's supposed to be when you need him sometimes. And you're like, I can't. And then he comes at the last minute and he's like, I'm like a wizard, never late, always on time. And I'm like, okay, but early would be nice. You know, I can't deal with that. Lemony Snicket, none of those kids. None of those people.
Not Violet?
No, I think they're like cool as like characters, but I don't think that like we would have fun.
Yeah. To their credit, all we hear about them is them going through one tragedy after another, which doesn't really make you think of, oh yeah, we'd be good friends.
Yeah, I think they'd be a downer. Paper Menagerie. I would love to know his mom. I'd have to get a translator though.
That's true. She she knew more English by the end, but yeah.
Yeah, I would like to hang out with her. And then Cerulean Sea, I would really like to be friends with Linus.
He seems so funny. Okay, but would he actually be funny in real life though? Because us hearing his inner dialogue is hilarious. But like the things he actually says,
I think
that's all you knew about him.
I think so. Because as the book goes on, he and Arthur have some like interactions where he's just so very much himself.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And I feel like how he like looks at things is like so not different from me, but he processes information in a different way than me. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah. I know. I feel like from Cerulean Sea, we just want to be friends with TJ Klune.
That's really true. I know. Give me some TJ.
Yeah, we can throw the authors in here. Yeah. Okay. So also from Cerulean Sea, Talia, she's pretty funny. The gnome.
She's very funny.
Yeah. I think we could have a good time. She's great.
Yeah.
Same for Paper Menagerie. The only other person I was thinking of was I think I would choose Raoden from Elantris, which is funny that you Raoden. So there we go. But I really like Galadin too. He's great. It's like the Ron Swan.
Yeah. Me and Raoden were too similar. We would be like atom bomb. Like, you know, explosion. But Galadin, I feel like he'd balance me. Like he balances.
That's why it worked in the book.
Raoden. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I could do a magical creature from Chronicles of Narnia. That'd be cool. The beavers. Aslan, you get to hang out with a lion. I mean, I'm not opposed.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, your turn.
Okay. What makes a book 5 bookies?
Ooh. Okay. I think we need to come up with 5 things to make it 5 bookies. I haven't thought about this ahead of time though, so we'll need to think about it.
Okay.
All right. Thing number 1, I would say that has a good message. I think good message, good theme is top of my list. All right, you go next.
Okay. I would say solid writing style. Like I really enjoy Cerulean Sea. Lessons in Chemistry, that was one of my favorite components of the book was the writing style.
Yeah, I really like that too.
Okay, your turn.
Oh man. Okay. This is kind of hard. Good character depth. So like interesting characters. There's growth and development. It's not flat. Because that was one of our critiques of Lessons in Chemistry too, is that there wasn't really much growth from what I remember.
Yeah. And I would say that's almost one of the complaints with Cerulean Sea is that you're seeing a lot of growth from Linus, but everyone else kind of seems very much the same, which maybe that's okay.
Yeah. But it does feel like, and this was something we heard about with lessons in chemistry, it's like Elizabeth Zott was like already enlightened and like everyone had to come to her level. And it kind of feels like everyone on
Yeah.
the island is like already enlightened and they have it all figured out. And like it is kind of like a turn off, I guess, to see characters that are just so perfect where you're like, all right, fine.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna put lands the plane.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I can't deal with these endings that don't make any sense, that seem to come out of nowhere,
Yeah, it's hard to make a good
that feel
ending.
too rushed. Yeah.
Hmm.
The ending, I think, gets a lot of people. That knocks them a bookie. That brings them from the five, the perfect five, to a
I
four.
think you're right. Yeah. Okay, so that's been four things. What's our fifth one?
So one more. That's you.
Well, it's an odd number. So if you think of one that's good, but I'm the final judge, so I get to accept or deny it.
Oh.
Because it is
Okay.
my choice after all.
Okay. We have message, theme, writing style, character depth, lands the plane. I was gonna say like, well, maybe this is getting conflated with the other ones. I was gonna say like some kind of like symmetry or allusions to other things, or like how we talked a lot about that in Elantris, but how Cerulean Sea, you have like a lot of the um Greek mythology and things like that.
Yeah. So
But I feel like that's writing style.
no, I think that's a good one because it's like something that's multi-layered, like it's deeper, has a deeper meaning. So like in paper machery,
Yeah.
we had like the symmetry and that made it like even more meaningful. But something like
Yeah.
housemaid, it's like it is just that base level story. So I think this could go with
Yeah.
like the deeper themes or like having a good theme or
Mm-hmm.
something. But I do think it's separate. I think that's a good one.
Symmetry slash multi-layer component.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Now we could actually use this to rate all of our forthcoming books. We can see how our 5-star panel holds up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and maybe what we can do is we can do 1 to 5 for each component and then just average the score.
Oh, yeah. 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 We could do that. Or we could also just say each component is 1 star and you either get 0, half, or full.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess it's
Well,
the
I
same
think it would
thing,
be,
basically.
it would effectively be the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay. Anything else we missed?
No, I think that's
I think
good.
that's a great list.
All right, what's your next question?
All righty. Um, if we started a business together, what would it be and who would do what?
So I already said podcast, and you would do the summaries.
That's all I would do.
Well,
I can't even do
yes,
that.
I know. Okay, if we started a business together, I could see us doing something around like education of sorts, maybe helping like young people learn, get into schools. I could see something like around there in that space.
I could see education. You know what other sibling duo did that?
John Green.
Of course, John and Hank Green, our
Oh
fave.
God. Oh God.
They're doing great things.
Yep. You can do great things and write bad
Oh
books.
my
They're not mutually exclusive.
God. No, we gotta read another John Green. It's been a while.
I guess that's true. We have Alaska, Alaska, Alaska.
What other business could we start? Um, hmm. Could you see us going in on like a bed and breakfast or something together?
The idea of it sounds fun, like Gilmore Girls,
Yeah.
but I've worked in restaurants and done hospitality for too long, and I know that it would not be fun.
You hire other people to do it.
Uh,
You're the idea person.
um, I think it sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would hate it. I think it would be a self-made prison. I think we would close down.
Yeah, I don't really see us going into a bed and breakfast either, but parts of it do sound fun.
What were you thinking of when you wrote that question? Were you thinking bed and breakfast?
No, I wasn't really thinking anything. Honestly, I found it online. I just thought it was
Oh,
a fun question. I do think something educational though, like I could see us doing like Khan Academy style videos or something,
yeah,
like a video
exactly.
platform. I think that's really
Yeah,
the thing.
I could see us doing something like that. Something with like a philanthropic leg.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Okay. I think you're next.
No, I asked.
Oh, wait. Oh. How do you like to read? Do you like to read at night, on vacation? Do you like to read on the weekend?
Hmm. I do like to read at night. Sometimes it requires more discipline than I have because it's a lot easier to just look at my phone.
I
And there's been
know.
a lot of nights where I'm like, oh man, that was a bummer of a bedtime routine. But I do like reading at night. I mean, I really like reading all the time. I feel like during the week though, I have less time. So like on the weekends when
Hmm.
I read, I'm like, this is a great weekend. So pleasant,
Yeah.
you know? So I like
I normally read exclusively at night. And when I used to work at the university, I would take the train into
that.
town and I would read on the train. And I loved that.
Yeah.
I would get like an hour of reading every day.
Wow. That is really
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, reading's great. I had this one Saturday morning. It was so nice. The weather was great, and I live walking distance from this art museum, and they have this nice like outdoor area. And so I like brought my coffee and my book, and I walked over to the art museum, and I just read my book. I was like, "Ah, I'm so classy,
See, so
so
nice. So nice.
sophisticated." Yeah, so nice.
Yeah.
It was a great morning, though. I'm still talking about it.
Andrew and I went to Toronto back when we were first together as our first trip. And we were reading the same book together by Joe Abercrombie. It's a great book. And we had our books and we were just hitting every coffee shop in Toronto, getting coffee or beer and just reading our books and then talking about it. And it was so fun. I loved it.
That's
Yeah.
really fun. Do you guys read books together often?
We did that time and I really liked it. And then we never really did it again.
Yeah,
It's hard to coordinate and stuff.
it is. Yeah.
And then I found out I'm a faster reader than Andrew.
So
So that was also hard.
yeah, you have to like wait for him. And you're like, ah.
Yeah, because all we had planned for our activities was to read these books. And so I'm like, okay, I'm at the chapter. And he's like, oh, I'm still working on it. And I'm like, okay, can you like go faster? That's probably why he didn't want to do it again. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably didn't like getting chastised.
Yeah, I like to hear his question. Is he a fast or slow reader? And
He's gone a lot faster. He reads a lot more now.
yeah,
But he would say at that time he was probably a slow reader.
I mean, it's nice to enjoy it though, just take your time, really think about it.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to get Josh and I to read together for a long time, and then we started reading together, and it's so fun. But I think what genre works best for us is like easy to read, kind of like kids' youth books, and we'll like read it. We'll read out loud to each other, like at night or something.
Oh
It's really
yeah.
fun. But we've been reading all of the Bookalicious winners. So we read Chronicles of Narnia, and then we read
Okay.
Series of Unfortunate Events, which I was so
Okay.
excited for Josh to read that one. I was like, this was a critical part of my childhood. And now
Yeah.
we're reading the second book in the Chronicles of Narnia. So we're working our way through all the kids' books.
Ooh.
Harry
So
Potter.
Lantress didn't make the list. That was a winner.
I know. I think it's a winner too. I mean, it's just a big commitment, Like those books you can finish in a few sessions. That's kind of the
That's
key
true.
thing to reading out loud. Although, I think we could try Elantris. I'll bring it up.
I was gonna say you have like a 25-hour drive down to South
True.
Florida.
Yeah, and we're doing a road trip this summer. So plenty of time.
See?
Read. Might be onto something.
Okay. That was one of the questions I had. Have you and Josh ever read a book together? So I'm gonna cross that one
Oh,
off.
really? Okay.
Okay. What's are you next?
Yeah. Okay. What is more harmful to your health? Gambling or high cholesterol?
Gambling because you can't take a medication for it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What do you think?
I was gonna say gambling also, because it's like that gambling could lead to problems that affect like your relationships and stuff, and then it becomes this whole like network of issues.
Yeah.
The high cholesterol, it affects a lot of things, but at least seems localized to yourself. And again, yeah, there's medicine. I feel like there's more clear ways of fixing it, or addressing it.
Yeah. Addiction, you have that for the rest of your life. I mean, you might have high cholesterol for the rest of your life, but it's like you can't just take a medicine for it. You have to like do a lot of work. I mean, you have to do a lot of work for cholesterol too, but I feel like addiction way more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Do you prefer standalone novels or series? Assume they are of equal caliber.
Ooh, that's a great question. Maybe series, because then you really get to be in the world for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, because if they're a good book, it's a good book no matter what. On the other hand, I like
Yeah,
standalone books because you read one and then you're done.
that's true. You're not left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. What do you think?
I would say I feel like reading a book, reading a new author, there's like startup costs. So they have a writing style, they have to build the world. There's like a lot of investment that you have to do in this book. Unless it's Frida McFadden, then it's like zero cost. You can just pop in, bam.
Yeah.
Which I think that makes her book so good because
Yeah.
it's like there is no cost to start reading it. You read it and you're there, you're in the story.
Yeah.
But a lot of books that I read, there's startup costs. When you have a series, you pay the cost one time, and then the next book that you read, you can get right into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Good point. I guess if it's a good book, though, it's worth it no matter what. So,
that's true. That's true. But if I had an option, I can give you a high quality series or a high quality novel. I'd prefer the high quality series.
yeah, yeah. Good
Mm-hmm.
question. Okay. Um, what's one thing people are surprised to find out about you?
That I have social anxiety, which from this
Oh.
podcast, I don't think you would probably know that I have anxieties and stuff like that. But I think how I present myself in the world in my adult life is someone who's like very confident and doesn't have a lot of like worries about certain things
Yeah.
in social settings, but I have a lot of that.
Yeah. 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 I would say people would probably be really surprised. You're always the life of the party.
Well, thank you. And then I have to leave.
You start the party and then you leave it.
Yeah, I light the fire and then everyone's like having a good time around the bonfire and they're like, "What happened to Candice?" "Oh, she's sleeping." It's like, "Yeah, I'm exhausted. You made me do all the work."
I did.
Yeah. Okay, what about you?
I'm trying to think because one of the things that came to mind, I'm like, it's pretty obvious that I'm very
It might be obvious to you.
I know. But like if you spend any time with me, you're like, yeah. And I've come to realize even more about myself that I'm unorganized recently, where I'm like, oh gosh, this is kind of an issue. But I feel like, I'm able to like get things done, you know.
Would you call that procrastinating, possibly?
No, I don't think it's procrastinating, just like unorganized. Like I just have one big folder with all my things. I don't procrastinate.
Well, we had a disagreement in Elantris. Should anyone like to take that journey?
After you said it. It's not procrastinating. But Josh keeps trying to buy me a calendar, so maybe it is some poor planning. That could be part of it. But I'm pretty shambly. So
just what I would say with the calendar, it just helps if you put the big things on there. Like when I went to grad school, I did this and it was so helpful, is I put every assignment that was due, every essay that was due, every test. So I could visually see it. And then you can visualize, how's my semester going to go?
Yeah.
And you would see, okay, it's going to start off really fine. And then it's going to, oh my God, it's going to be terrible this month. And then it's going to get better. And then it's going to get terrible again.
Yeah.
And so then you see, is there any way I can like do some of these things in advance? Or you make sure I'm not going to plan anything else during this block of time because I already know it's going to be really bad for me.
Yeah. That is smart.
And that was the first time I had done that, because I wouldn't have called myself organized either.
Yeah.
It's something I had to learn in my adult life to manage some of my anxieties and my tendencies.
Do you still do something like that?
Andrew and I do it with his travel calendar, because that's what gives me the most stress, traveling.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So when he says, oh, we're going to go here, we're going to go there, can we do blah, 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 blah? I say, no, we already have 2 trips planned. Like, I'm going to be too stressed out.
Yeah.
So we do it in that way. And then my work calendar is very, like, I put everything on my calendar. Everything that's due, everything that I have to do is on my calendar, so that it's not in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not having to remember.
Yeah.
Because I'm very forgetful.
I do realize these are all good things to do, and I would be better off if I did them. So, and I'm getting, but Josh said the first step is acceptance. So I think I'm there, and I'm on my way towards doing that.
Yeah. Just try it for 1 month.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, though, I'm already done with school. I mean, what else is there to plan? I got nothing on my calendar.
You have a move, you have a road trip, you have to pack, you have to read the books and do the summaries. You have a lot to do.
I prefer to not think about them.
Well, exactly. There we are. There it is.
Did I ever tell you about that personality quiz Josh and I took before we got married?
Yeah, you guys were like the same, except for organization or something.
Yeah. Yeah, everything was
Yeah.
exactly the same, but Josh's organization level was like 100%, and mine was like -2. We're like, yep, makes sense.
I know. It's hard because Andrew and I were different too. And that's also why I've had to like come more in the middle too, also for his safety or his sanity. Because what you don't realize is that your mess or your disorganization starts impacting other people.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, okay, now I really have to. Yeah, now it's not just me. I'm not just frustrated with me. Now I'm upsetting all these people who are close to me because I double booked myself.
Yeah.
And I have to cancel on someone. That's true.
Yeah. It's like gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Starts affecting those around you.
That's when you know.
Hard to quit though.
I know. You're gonna forget that you mortgaged your house.
Probably.
Probably. Okay. What is your favorite adaptation, like movie adaptation of a book you've read?
Ooh. Oh, of a book that I've actually read? Oh man. I feel like I did.
I had a hard time thinking of one.
Well, okay. What if you have a worst one? And if we think of a good one, that's good too. Do you have a worst one?
I want to say like Harry Potter book 3.
Yes, I was thinking 3 too. That one was not good. Was it 3 or 4? I forget, but one of them was like not good at all.
Yeah. I think part of it too was that my expectations of the book were so high.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and the movie just really was not good either. Like the first one was
some of the movies,
but yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the middle ones,
some of them were very bad.
Yeah. Man.
Oh,
which one?
So I don't know if this counts, but there's like a lot of, this is a little different. There's a lot of animes where it starts off as which is called a manga, which is like a comic book. Then it gets turned into an anime, which is a cartoon of the comic book. And then what started happening is they turned the anime into live action. And cool. A lot of these animes portray Western people. So you have a mix. You have some people who are Japanese. You also have a lot of people who are Western. So you have these protagonists who are like blonde hair, blue eyes, white.
Yeah.
Why does that matter? They turn it into live action, and then it's just, they don't get any like white European people to play the parts. They just put these horrible wigs on people.
Interesting.
and they're so bad. They're so bad.
Oh.
And you're just like, it's so bad that you're like, I don't even know if I like the anime anymore. You know?
So what would I look up to see this?
Um, Full Metal Alchemist
Yes, I remember seeing that one.
live action movie.
Oh, that is a bad wig.
It's so bad.
They weren't even trying.
No, it's like they got a Party City wig and they're like, you're in a movie now.
Well, like you can totally see his hair underneath.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my God.
Like it's so bad. It's so bad. It's just one of those things where it's like him being blonde isn't
Isn't crucial.
it isn't it's not crucial to the plot. It's not something that they couldn't have changed. It's like if you can't get a good wig, just work with what you got, you know?
Oh my gosh, no, they were committed. They said this is what it is.
Yeah, it's really bad.
What did you think of the Hunger Games adaptation? Now I'm just looking for movie adaptations to get ideas because nothing is immediately coming to mind.
I thought that one was fine. I remember in my fat phobia phase from the early 2000s, I thought that Jennifer Lawrence was too big to be
Oh,
Katniss.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I look at her now and I'm like, she's perfectly
Healthy.
fine,
Yeah.
healthy. And maybe that was my quip because Katniss was supposed to be like starved waif of a girl.
Yeah.
But I think really it was just my wanting to be thin and thinking everyone should be thin.
Yeah.
And then when people weren't thin, being like, well, why aren't you trying to be thinner? You know?
Yeah. Do you think for movies people should like try to make themselves like look the part in that way for either like getting thinner or bigger?
I think you just try to make it make sense, you know? And it's like if there's like a small detail like with the blonde hair and you can't the actor who does the best for it doesn't have blonde hair, then rewrite it so that they have black hair, but don't try to like make them have blonde hair.
Yeah.
You know, you do have like some movies, I think it was Christian Bale or Matthew McConaughey, they were in like some kind of like penal colony where they were supposed to get like deathly thin. Like he lost 100 pounds
Oh my
from the movie.
gosh. Okay.
Yeah. And he said like after that, he's like, I'm never doing this again
Yeah.
because he was like in his like late 30s or 40s or something. And he's like, I couldn't recover.
Yeah.
Like it took me so long to get like my body back. And he's like, and it's still not right. I don't think I think there you could find movie magic ways to demonstrate that without making someone have to like starve themselves
Right.
100 pounds.
Yeah. That's kind of where I am, where it's like when it starts taking a negative toll on your health, like whether you're losing weight or gaining weight, I'm like, not worth it. Sorry.
Right. Right. And I get like with the Hunger Games, like if you had a very like large curvy girl and they're supposed to be starving people, that could like bring out some of the like, oh, like that's weird. Take you out of the story a little bit. So it's like I kind of get that. But it's like if that's the case and that's really like the best actor or actress, it's like just write it such that it does make sense now. Like whatever.
Yeah. We'll figure it
I just feel like there's a lot of smart people out there,
out.
you know.
I feel like we would have
If
figured
you're
this
doing
out
it,
by now.
yeah, if you're not going to follow the book like 100% and you're going to start making deviations, that's fine. Don't make it a one-to-one. Make it like your own and it's just kind of inspired by. And I think that to me is like a better
Route to go.
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree.
Oh, Chronicles of Narnia.
Haha. Well, which one? Because now there's been like several, but
Right. We talked about this in that episode. So the Disney one was great.
it was really good.
The non-Disney ones, like the British ones, the BBC
Yeah.
ones were so bad.
Oh my gosh. The best part was the beavers were just people in beaver costume, like full grown adults in a beaver costume. That's all I.
Oh my God.
And Lucy had like a
I
big boba
forgot.
bite, which I mean, the poor girl. Like, I'm sure she was great, but that's really all I could focus on when I was 5.
That's all I could focus on too. Her teeth were like very, very interesting. Things that you don't normally see in the movies.
Yeah, I'm looking at the BBC now too.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. The beavers. They look like is it Naomi Watts in the worm costume?
Who?
There's this one actress and she takes Halloween really serious.
Oh,
Heidi Klum.
do you have a picture?
I mean, her costume was really good.
Oh my gosh. What? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my
She's just
goodness.
really, I mean, she's so beautiful, but she's just really into Halloween.
What?
Yeah. So every
Wow.
year she just tries to like one up herself with her costume.
Oh my gosh. I really like that.
Isn't that cool?
Wow. How did she make this worm costume?
I'm sure she paid someone $1 million for it.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, wow. Well, I really like how she commits to this. Was that your question or my question? Do you want to do a lightning round?
Okay.
Okay, so we're each gonna ask, let's each ask 5 questions, and we have to answer in
Okay.
like 5 words or less, basically. I'll start. If you could have anything come out of your belly button, what would it be?
Anything?
Anything on command.
I guess like gold coins.
Yeah, I mean that'd be help. Not cat.
That seems very helpful. No, because cash isn't everywhere, but gold coins, I could be anywhere. But maybe people would want to lock me up for my belly button, so I don't know. I might have to rethink
Too much of a
it.
liability.
Yeah, they take me into the golden goose. All right, your turn.
Okay. I think it could be fun to have some like party elements come out, maybe like confetti on command. That'd be a mess. Or like words of encouragement, like you're doing great. Or like a joke or something.
Oh my
I could
God. People
appreciate
think that
that.
you have like a parasitic twin in there. Good job. Live your life.
Who's talking?
My belly button. Okay.
Your turn.
Who is your favorite author and why?
Ooh.
All right. Who is your favorite author? Know why.
Oh gosh, I don't know. When I was younger, Gail Carson Levine, for
Okay.
sure. Um, I'll be honest, I do love a good C.S. Lewis book.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Those are good.
Yeah.
I would say in my adult life, I really enjoyed Brandon Sanderson. I really like Joe Abercrombie.
Is that also
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi or fantasy?
It's like a medieval fantasy, light, Game of Thrones ish.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, your turn.
Cool. Okay. Um, what's something you're not very good at?
Sports,
Mm.
big for nothing.
What? What'd you say?
Big for nothing. I got all this height, all this muscle. You think I would be amazing.
Okay.
And then I go to do anything and you're like, it looks like she has depth perception. I've had people tell me that before. They're like, are your eyes okay? Like, do you need them checked? So, okay, what about you?
Yeah, I'll be perfect. Um, oh, staying organized is already one. Singing. I'm not very good at singing.
Oh, same. You
Yeah.
can put me on there
And
too.
sports, honestly.
Okay, did you enjoy English in school?
Um, yeah, I think overall I did. But
I did
it
too.
was also sometimes like the blow off class, which I
Oh,
regret.
yeah, I could see
But
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Would you rather have more time or more money?
More time
That's what I would say too.
because I could then make more money with my extra time and do other stuff.
I think that's a great point.
Right? Okay. Have you ever DNF, did not finish a book? Which was it?
Um, yeah, well, there's 2 that I would still say I'm currently reading because I want to go back to them, but they're these long like biographies of people. I think they're really good,
Oh,
but they're
yeah.
just so long. And it just kind of
Yeah.
takes a while for me to like get myself ready to read them.
I've definitely DNF'd a book, but I can't remember what it was because I didn't like it.
Oh, well, there you go. Just block
But I do remember doing it.
it. Okay. Which of us would last longer on Survivor?
Mm, I think I would do better in terms of the physical elements, but I think I would get booted off by the other tribe members. And I think you would slip your way into like a solid third or second.
Wow, I'm so honored.
Yeah. What do you
I don't
think?
know. I'm not that strategic though. Like, I could totally get blown over. I could be my Lucy Pevensey self and be like, yeah, sure, we're on an alliance, but then I get totally blindsided, you know?
See, that's why I think you would get to the top three because those are the types of people that make it really far because they're like, this girl, but it would all be a ploy because by the time you got to the third, you'd probably be like, okay, I think I got the hang of it. Then you get to two.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Except I couldn't
Yeah.
do all the eating fish on an island or like eating berries from the forest. I That part would get me. But
I was thinking that you might die before you got
I
to the end, but I feel like that's what I mean. Like in terms of physical prowess, me. In terms of relationship building and like people wanting you to stay around and cook and clean and do all that stuff for the camp, you.
I think people would want you around. I don't know. We got to go on to find out.
Okay. Do you like knowing about the author's background before reading a book, or do you like being surprised?
Oh, that's a great question. Um, Maybe before. Although I don't know, it's hard because if you learn before, then I feel like it kind of colors what you're reading in the book,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like if you know some causes are important to them, then it's like, oh, this book is maybe kind of like some of those themes are supporting that
Mm-hmm.
cause or something. Um, but then if you find out about it after, then you're like, oh wow, this makes so much sense. It's like I know them so much better now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe before. So that way I can think about it while I'm reading the book. And it's kind of nice. It's like I'm getting to know them.
Well, that's how we do the podcast. So I'm
I know.
glad you said that. I like to know before too. And I think it's because I like to be analytical when I'm reading.
Mm,
And that helps me like parse things out.
yeah. Okay, our last questions. You ready?
Yep.
What?
That was my last question.
Oh no. Well, we haven't made it.
Oh, I have one more.
Okay, good. All right, my last question is what's something you've changed your mind on in the last year?
Um, this might be a little too personal, but Andrew and I've been doing a lot of like relationship work.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I used to feel like I was not a defensive person. I was just like people attack me often.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of respond in kind. And I felt like I wasn't at fault because they were the aggressor first type of thing.
Yeah.
But I've learned that being defensive is its own negative trait and it doesn't help conflict. It just makes it worse. And even if someone does something first to me, it doesn't give me carte blanche ability to just do whatever I want in kind.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
Um, well, something book related. I really hadn't read much fantasy ever,
Oh.
really.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked Elantris. I'm like, wow, this is good. So
Mm-hmm.
this podcast has gotten me back in on different books that I wouldn't have normally read.
Mm-hmm. In House on the Cerulean Sea. Sorry, I don't know. I'm stuttering. House on the Cerulean Sea is also considered a fantasy.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Okay. What was your favorite book you were required to read in school?
Ooh, I did like The Great Gatsby. Read that in high school.
That's a good one.
What other books did we even read? I think reading some like the classics, those were like, I'm really glad I read those. Like the Divine
Mm-hmm.
Comedy, like that was a good one. Like I still think back on some of those like scenes and stuff, like Dante's Inferno and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Where I'm like, there was some good stuff in there. So I'll say that.
Yeah, to your point, definitely Shakespeare and all of those, because I would never read that in my adult life, but I do think it provides a lot of, it gives you a lot of like knowledge about things, especially like when you're reading other books and you're seeing allusions and things like this. Like it's just, it makes you more well read, I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. But my favorite book was Kite Runner.
Oh, Kite Runner is really good. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one's rough. That one's sad.
It's very sad, but it really made a lasting impact on me.
Yeah. That one's really good. Okay. Cool. Well, any last actually,
all right.
We did get some listener cues from our other devoted fans, Sam and Jordan. Jordan asked, why? What's the meaning of this? How about tomorrow? Are those good cues? Then Sam said, what gives you the right? Who do you think you are? Any response?
God. That's why they're not on the pod, man. That's why they don't have 59 followers. And our episodes with Sam are probably the worst ones in terms of viewership. And no one knows what Jordan even has to say because his microphone's so bad. That's what I have to say to that. Terrible. So rude.
Yeah, I guess they're not getting invited back on. They're no longer the CEOs.
Sam's definitely getting invited back on because we do need him to help out sometimes. So
yeah, we do.
But he won't listen to this, so he won't even know.
Yeah, he only listens to the one he's on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I only listen to the ones I'm on. Just kidding. I listen to all of them.
Well, it's
okay.
fun.
Yeah, this is awesome. Next time I see you, I will be in touch with my Italian roots.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You leave on Wednesday?
Sunday.
You leave on Sunday? For some reason, I thought it was like 15th or something. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's so soon.
I know.
Hey, wow. Are you going to have cell service or?
I think Andrew will, but we'll have Wi-Fi whenever we do. So we'll be in touch.
Wow. Okay, well, have fun. Love you.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Bookalicious. If you like this discussion, please rate or subscribe to our channel to help other book lovers find this content as well. If you have any questions or suggestions for future books, we'd love to hear from you at bookalicious.pod@gmail.com. As always, thanks for joining our club.